debate with Tom Lee about what a new normal really looks like. But then there is the backdrop and the floor of everything that the Fed is doing and everything that the government is doing to be supportive of the economy and a reopening of sorts when you actually get one. So how do you play those off one another and come to a place that we're going to be?
Look, for us, it's pretty simple. So I apologize. I think the markets and equities have come back, and I think that's great. But for us, time is going to dictate what's going to happen. How long is it going to take? Is it 3 months? Is it 6? Is it a year? Nobody knows. So for us, the simplest way to play it is really to just buy the senior debt. So the longer it takes, the value that will end up getting destroyed is that of equity or is that of sub-debt. The shorter it takes, the better it is for equity, but then for someone like us, it's great. If you bought something at 50 or 60, it'll go to par really quickly. If you buy it at 50 or 60, it may go a little bit lower, and then it'll take longer. But sooner or later, we'll get back. We'll get paid our 100 cents on the dollar. It's just how long does it take? So I don't know the answer to that. So since I don't, I can't, and I can buy debt, I'm going to stay at the top of the capital structure so that if things take longer, it's okay.
You bought Carnival Cruise debt, is that right?
Yeah, we did. So think of that one. So that one, we bought that. We're making 12% on that. There'll be $7 billion of debt related to $30 billion of value. So that's good news. So I've got a lot of great collateral, except for one thing. My collateral is cruise ships. So how long does it take for people to get back on cruises? If it takes you 3 months, that's great for the equity. If it ends up taking 2 years, I've actually got the luxury of time. They'll be able to pay me for those 2 years, and I'll get taken out sooner or later.
You're betting on the latter, it sounds like.
I don't know. I hope it. I hope it's shorter for everybody because I think that's what we all want. But for me, I worry that it's going to take longer. I just don't see, unless there's a vaccine. I just don't see. I just don't see myself going to a casino and sitting down next to a person right next to me and people right on top of me anytime soon.
The Saudis taking a stake. What'd you make of that?
Well, I think it makes sense. I think part of it is there is a belief that people are going to go back to that. And as long as you believe it's going to happen within the next year, you're fine. So that's why it made sense to buy the debt.
Were there any other debt buys that you've had in that same arena, if you will, of hospitality, travel, things like that?
No, I mean, mainly what we've been buying is more paper that's gotten hit. So we've bought some Macy's bonds. We've been buying those in the mid-60s. We've bought, company Intelsat on the communication side. We've been buying that in the 50s. So you've got quite a bit of paper that you can buy. It's just how quickly does everything come back.
You feel better, Mark, overall about the credit market?
I do. I think the Fed's done a great job. I think now it's going to be back to what we always invested in, which is really good companies that are over-levered today, or that just don't have as much access to capital, because people, you need to have sort of a cash flow, and if you don't have that cash flow, you're going to have some issues.